On in float mode after that, potted the black and later on split the pack up, and fabulous break. Typical Williams break, actually.
Indeed.
Something out of nothing.
Yeah, agree, Stephen?
Yeah, and I was going to say, yeah, Mark looks really focused, but Mark never looks focused, does he? But yeah, he's, as John says, fantastic break, and he's really got himself right back in this match at 4-1. It was looking smelly.
Yes, indeed. You've played him a number of occasions, which is always tricky, being a great friend of his. But are there any points that you can gauge from his body language as to how he's feeling out there at the table?
I think the more calm he looks, the better he's playing. I mean, the first sort of half, he was sort of like going back to just shaking his head a wee bit, that sort of thing. So I think when he's actually showing no emotion, I think that's when he's dangerous.
Okay, right. That's what we have to look for. No emotion, expressionless. The machine is ticking along well now, though.
And he's got the snooker from the break-off shot. That'll never reach.
Foul. A miss.
And if this red goes up into the corner pocket, that's a very careless shot from Neil Robertson, because we know that he can float one of these into the pocket. There's another floater from the Welshman.
Well,
there's a little bit of noise in the crowd there. Mark getting up and back down again, which is what you should do.
come on.
A little bit like a golf shot. If you're disturbed, get back up, start all over again. But have a look at that little beauty.
8. 9.
Could have done with just a little bit
16.
more backspin just to get that white away from the reds. This is awkward now. He's overcut it.
Mark Williams.
Overcut it.
16.
Difficult when you're bridging over a few balls like that and trying to control the cue ball to get on the pink there. It's just the split didn't work out for him.
Well, there is a possibility. I know he's going to play this red, but the red that just below the cue ball, he could play that as a plant and try and bring more reds into play, but a little bit risky maybe with position. Well, that's not the best red shot he's ever played. This is a tricky black. Playing it into a blind pocket, as we call it. And these are no gimmies. Played it well. Played it very well.
Eight. Nine.
Just got a slight angle on the blue. I think the red that's on the pink spot will pot. Yeah, just forcing the angle.
14. $15. $21. 22.
We talked about Neil Robertson's temperament, just showing how good it is here. There's the putt success rate, Neil, up to 90%. That's where you want to be. You get into the 90s. You're going along very nicely.
30.
No need to cannon into that little bunch of four. They'll all clear each other. As he pots this, it's going to free the one next to the pink for the right corner. There's also one that's available to the left corner.
$36.
It's good thinking to play for the pink there. It meant getting on this red was much more comfortable than having to do it from the black.
42.
Yeah, and I may try and get high on the pink here, because if he has a nice angle on the pink, he can develop the two reds just left of the red that's below the pink spot. They don't pot, so he'd like to bring them into open play.
43.
It doesn't look like he has the angle from the pink at this time. Wanted to be a few inches up higher up the table.
Yeah, I think that heavy contact just spoiled that for him, Ken, the one you suggested. So it's a change of plan. But that's nicely played. Certainly one of those reds is available to the left middle.
49.
The one furthest away from the cue ball, the top one.
$50.
Now the one that he played to get on previously is still available there. And I'm not sure if the brown, if there's enough angle to do it from the brown. He might have to take the yellow. Yeah, he can't force it. He's got a slight angle there. He's on that red.
Yeah, he couldn't have hit that much
54.
better. Nice angle on the red as well now. You can stun into those two reds, or just screw back and stay on the pink, but also bring these reds into play.
$55.
Well, it's not the best shot he's played. Wanted to be dead straight on this pink, didn't he, Dennis, to just drop it in.
Yeah, that's what he was attempting. He might have to play over for that red, the left side of the table. And being a left-hander, he can stun over behind that one. It's a delicate little screw shot just to get himself over behind that red. Played beautifully.
Yeah,
61.
41 point lead, so he's going to need red colour red. As you said, being a left-hander, this is perfect for him.
$62.
It's a great response from the Australian here. Mark Williams closing the gap from 4-1 to 4-3. And Neil Robertson just showing us why he's a great champion.
68.
This is one title he'd love to have on his CV, as most players would. The Masters.
69.
A lot of players say the UK is the second biggest tournament. I know Stephen Hendry always felt this was the second biggest. I did also. Got the 16 best players in the world every year.
76.
It's a tough one to win.
'77. '84.
Every chance of making a century break now.
85.
We've had 12 so far this year in the Masters. Neil's had one up till now. And look at the reverse side, played beautifully.
92.
He's already made 34 centuries
94.
this season. He's made 193 in his career.
'97. '106.
Well, he's done it in
112.
style, hasn't he, with that magnificent century break, and lots of variation with the colours he's potted. But he's potted a lot. And Neil Robertson, after losing 2 frames, takes that frame and now puts himself just 1 frame away from a place in the semi-final.
I think I'm quite a nice person. Yeah, I think I'm always a good listener, willing to listen to people and give people sort of advice or you know, stuff like that. Yeah. My mum always gives me a call before every match. You know, that's kind of like the thing. You know, yeah. She just, it doesn't matter what time it is. If it's 4 AM or whatever, she'll always leave a message for me or give me a call. You want me to do it? You seriously? Okay. Look out. My friend and I worked out how to do it when we were about 8 years old in school. I'm quite lazy, like I forget to do stuff. I don't do it on purpose, I just forget. I love playing video games. Oh, I just love just escaping and just, yeah, I can play like games for 10 hours straight, no problem. Pre-match before the World Championships, probably the most nervous I've been. But you know, I had a whole country kind of really riding on me, and that was a lot of expectation, and there was a lot to sort of, you know, carry on my shoulders.
And he carried the pressure of that world title a couple of years ago. And Neil Robertson, since then, been very consistent. We talked about his record in major finals, 6 out of 6. One of the most successful players from outside the British Isles.